and get that going. Right. Right, I'm going to stick some lights on you as well. Let's get some light on this. So if I just show you this quickly. So your stall chaser looks like this.
Yeah, I haven't got that one down yet.
Do you see how I come down at the bottom here? Down here at the bottom. Well, instead of actually going at the bottom, you can stay at the top and do an anti-spin. But right, so first of all, what I want you to do is if you kind of have the stick holded at the bottom here, like this, almost like a claw grip, if you see, right at the top, right at the bottom. Awesome. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this down stool over here. Right, with this one now, you almost want to turn up. So this here is the motion which you're going to be making first of all. It's almost like if you imagine like you're ripping a book up and then ripping it down. So you're like almost tearing the pages like this. So like if I kind of have a book, you see, I'm tearing it like this, do you see? So
Yeah.
we're doing kind of that motion over here.
Yeah.
And you just want to get this lift in here, yeah? Now, what I want you to do with this bottom one, as soon as you get this bottom one here, this top one here, you need to bring these up at the same time like this, do you see?
Yeah.
Right, next of all, without the chucks, okay, what we're doing is we're bringing an arm here and bringing this over, and then we're separating our other arm here. Yeah, and then we're going to bring this other arm here, and then bring this over, and then bring this here, okay? That is the complete arm motion with this.
Yeah.
You see that top part? That's this.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you want to split it like you did in the back. So when we go like here, and then here, and we split our arm here, the one that's in front, up. And that will cause this down stool and the up stool on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
It's a pretty cool, it's a poi move it is. But I think it looks really, really cool with chucks.
Yeah, nice.
It's a neat little timing and direction, like. Yeah, and now that hand that's in front, separate it, bring it down, and then the up stool. And then what you're going to do now, that hand that you've moved up, you're going to bring back down to the other side. Yes, and then the hand, then you're going to bring them both over, and then the hand that's within the down stool, you're going to bring up to the up stool.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still doing some things wrong. I'm switching it from a front grip to a back grip for some reason.
So like here, we're kind of, yeah, we're in like this reverse grip, but here we're in a standard grip.
Yeah.
So we go whoosh, and then we go whoosh.
Whoosh.
And we're keeping this grip, and then we're going to separate this over and bring this up stool here.
Oh, it's an up stool.
Now what we're going to do, now that up stool's there, just leave it there, just let it flop around here. Now what we're going to do is that one that's flopping around, okay, we're going to bring it here. And then we're going to bring this over. And then we're going to separate this one that's in front and go for this up stool.
Yeah.
So if we kind of ignore like the up stool, because that's ordinarily going to flop down, right? It's naturally gravity's going to take it down. So don't really concentrate on getting the up stool yet. Kind of concentrate on the arm motion that you're working.
Arm motion, yeah, exactly.
And kind of slow it down from piece to piece.
No, yeah, you can just keep going also.
Yeah, you can do this infinitely. But like as soon as you get the arm movements and then you get here, this is it. This is where all the magic happens, you see. But until you actually understand what's going on, it's kind of difficult. When I first started learning this, I was going more into the box stall. So I was going here, then I was going here. I was doing like this box stall. I didn't actually understand that you had to go in the front and then over, but you do, so that's really cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, But this stall is difficult. But I think if I just practice it a little bit. So I go up here. And then this follows here.
So if you try and think, right, I'll try and show you a little bit closer. You are getting it, but like that, when you bring it over, I can see you making a few little mistakes. So what I want you to focus on, okay, is when you bring this up, I actually want you to touch these two ends here. Okay.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
tree
and
section.
now you're going to bring this over. This causes this natural motion here where the chucks go straight for a minute. So when you're bringing it over, try and either make sure they're like this, or like this, or like this. It doesn't really matter. But so long as they're touching each other, and when you bring this over here, then's the time where you separate these two, do you see? But when you want to bring this over, you kind of want the sticks to be touching because it looks more like kind of straight line.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what you.
So it's a straight line here.
And then separate that one that's on the top.
And it goes
and then bring it
like
down.
this.
And then over to the upstall. Yes. And then bring it back down to your waist. Keep that one up and then bring it over. So kind of like you're here. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring this here. So I'm kind of like turning my hand like here. So I'm here, but then I'm turning it here on this side like this. So my hand's going from here to here, sort of thing. So when we go over, we're here. We're just going to bring this over our head. Now we're going to separate this one here, the one that's kind of furthest away from us. And we're going to bring that down into this upstall. Yes, yes. From here now, we're going to bring this down to our waist. And then we're going to kind of connect these two together like this. And then we're going to bring this over. And then we're going to separate the one that's on top. Okay, the stick that's right on the top, we're going to bring that down and go into this upstall. And then we just literally do this over and over again. We put these two so they're like lining on top, like I showed you before. Bring this over. Separate the one that's furthest away from you again, which for me will be this one. And go for this upstall and then go back over here. Yeah. And now do you see the motion of how it comes? The anti-spin version cuts out this part down here. See how I come down like this? Whoosh. You see?
Yeah.
The anti-spin, you completely cut that out and you go from here, 1, 2, bring this up, you see? And then you bringing this over and then bring this down, but at the same time, from here, this one's going into this upstall, you see? So you can bring this anti-spin over. And that kind of looks like this, which is a neat little variation. It's pretty complex, but it's fundamentally just this, but you're just cutting down this part here.
Yeah.
Which is this where you bring your arms down and you stay up there. So as I come down and then I go up, I've done this upstall here now. I bring the anti-spin over. You see? Yeah, and then bring that over again. Over to the other side. Now, wait a minute, let me catch up. Where we go here, 1, 2, you're over here. Now you went over. Yep. And then you're going to bring this one that's furthest away from you here down in this upstall. Yeah, and then we go cross over to this anti-spin and then connect them over here. Yeah, and then we bring this over again. Yeah, you see, it's very complex, but you need to, the baseline for that would be this.
Yeah.
Once you can get this clean, I mean, when I first done this, I had quite a few likes on Facebook. I was pretty proud, like, innit? So it's cool for you to get it down as well.
Yeah, it's a nice trick. I've been practicing the other anti-spins too that you were teaching me, and they are going a little bit better.
So, like, I'll try and get you to evolve from there as well. Like, so what I want you to do is I want you to hold your sticks like this, okay? So kind of like See? So how are we going to concentrate on this? Right, my dominant hand, your dominant hand, right, you want to bring over the top here, okay? Right, so from here now, we're going to get these spinning in a, in an anti-clockwise representation to yourself. So these should be looking like they're going like anti-clockwise. From here, we're going to split this and literally just split our arms here, then here, then here. From here now, now your arms are crossed, we're going to kind of bring our arms like this. So from here to here, and then bring this over the top. Now what we're ready to do is literally go back into the anti-spin. So that looks like this. It's like an anti-spin versus extension. But as you're going into the anti-spin here, your arms are crossed again. Bring them in and go here. Or what you can do, okay, is as you go into the anti-spin, you can literally just unwind your arms here, and then you're ready to go back into anti-spin. There's two different ways of doing it. One of them, the extension comes from the wrists, and one of them, the extension comes from the kind of the locking of the elbows here.
Yeah.
So it's whatever way is comfortable for you to do this.
Yeah, and they both look different, so yeah, it's nice. It's a little bit of variation. That one is difficult with the wrist.
Try and get the arms. So try and think of it as it comes from the elbows. So anti-spin, extension, and then you're ready to continue here. You see?
Yeah, the extension, it's already going.
Yeah, it's natural. It feels really natural, but it doesn't from the wrists.
Yeah, from the wrist, it's hard.
Have you tried the do you know like your tricatcher? So it goes up the triangle and then down at the bottom. Have you tried doing the tip of the tricatcher behind your head? So like kind of what I'm doing is I go for this stool and then go and stool behind my head, and then it's going to fall down. So like as it stalls behind my head, so here, whoosh, that stall. Yeah, this is the moment because you've got a big gap here. Do you see? You're just going to put your head through it and stall that way. So it kind of goes 1, 2, 3. So you're kind of, I can see you're kind of like you're kind of second guessing this. So like remember, there's two sides of your body. There's the front and the back. So you could go here, which I think that's what you're doing, and then you go around the back, or you can keep your hand around the back side. Look, and that happens a lot more naturally.
Yeah.
It's just a simple adjusting from the side you're on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And you do the when you go up.
You go up directly here. So if I stall here, look, I go up. So it happens exactly center line. So it's kind of in line with your nose where you're going up. It happens behind your head. There. Yeah, so go up. Yeah, you understand that gap. I can see that.
I make too many spins, but I know where it is, yes.
It's a neat little anti-spin. I mean, anti-spins are really visually pleasing.
I hit my head, but yeah.
We all do that, bro.
I know what you mean. I know the trick. Nice, thank you. I already learned a lot of things. You're also practicing on the tree section.
Oh yeah. So like there's this might take a few goes, okay, but this is one I used to do. As it comes down, you grab it here. So I'm kind of going, do you know Jason on Flow Tricks, how he does his hand? I'll show you the actual move with one, how he goes like this.
Yeah.
Is a contact variant of the half matrix, which is that. So what you're doing is when you go into your like kind of half matrix, which goes here, and then you push this and it slides down your hand here, you're going to take this back grip and grab it and then flip this one over. And then you've got this, but at the same time, okay, you can go into your figure eights, but you can go into these aerials and different things like that. There is also the rotor pass, which you can do. But as Ken said on the video, because I watched that this morning, like when I woke up, it's a very spidery feeling move. I mean, try to catch both of them without the other one kind of like going like this and flopping off. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult, yes, but I think it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
And I think once you get it down, it will be a nice feeling because, yeah, it's two ends.
I mean, I know this move with one, which kind of looks like this. What I'm kind of doing is this is coming here, and it comes on my wrist, and then I can get this rotation here. But you can do this with the 3-section staff by cutting in, and it's kind of it's a variation of this. I'll show you it now.
Yeah.
So if I go whoosh, and then I get it on my wrist here, and then I flick it out. So it goes on my wrist here,
Yeah.
and then I kind of flick it out. And so one over here on my wrist, flick it over, and then you can. It's a very floppy move. You can bring it over your head. You know, you can go into these moves here, which I think is like a corkscrew, and bring it over your head like this, around the back.
Yeah.
This bottom one also kind of throw it off into a syncopated wrist roll. So you're kind of going into this motion, and when this throws around, you can kind of throw it around your wrist. These are just things that are kind of coming off the top of my head with this.
Yeah.
As to say, a few of these are very different to what Cam was showing you, but as I say, I'm a different person, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of like this. I think if you can control that, yeah, you should be able to hop it off and catch it again over here. You know, so it kind of comes off onto your wrist, flicks on. Because if you can catch it in a back grip from this move, yeah, you should be able to catch it in a back grip from a lot of different moves, and that should include, like, even from this. Go on, go on, go on. Ah. But you kind of see what I'm trying to do. It kind of
exactly.
from this corkscrew. But you need see if you grab the stick that's coming closest to you, as I just find out, you're going to end up like this, which you don't really want to end up like that. You kind of want to. I'll see if we can get it. I'll probably get it once and not be able to do it again. Right. Get this over. Oh, keep on catching that. You want to catch this stick.
Nice.
So you want to kind of intercept the catch and kind of, yeah, it's very, very weird, that is. I like that.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice. But yeah, we were thinking of ways to get into that 3-section staff, and we already were finding a few things. Did you see the X's? I don't think we showed it in the YouTube video. Wait, I'll try and do it. That you have this.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what that is. I can show you a few other things from that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, nice. Because I only know this and to play with this, and then I was thinking I can make from here also a 3-section staff.
Yeah. But I kind of like do kind of a trippy sort of way. So it's kind of like this, and then you can change it like that. So you can go whoosh. And
oh yeah.
Very much like this bloody thing. You'll like this.
Yeah, it's like that. What is it for? Is it a circus prop?
this is a prop. This was invented by a Polish person. Basically, it's 4 sticks, okay, but they're all connected. They're not coming off, okay. But what I've got is I've got 3 or 4 ropes going through each and every one of these, and there's a knot in here. So all it basically is like 2 ravelets of rope going around, and then you knot it, and you got this. But like you can do all sorts of cool things. It's a very trippy prop. I mean, just the different motions that you can get with it. As I say, it's very similar to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very similar. Which is where I come up with some of this stuff. But also you've got your shapes, you see. I like kind of doing this sort of stuff. I don't show an awful lot in my flow, but these are called tuts. And these come off like kind of the eagle claw pose.
Yeah.
So if you kind of go here, if you collapse one of them here and kind of make this pattern here with the other one, and you put this in, you've got an arrow.
Yeah, I was already doing it.
You kind of
big arrow.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of different things you can do with that, you see. So if we get them both like this, what we can do is we're going to turn it this way, so the square looks like a square to the camera, and then we're going to pull these out, so you can get myself in frame. And then you can turn it here, and then bring them back in. From here now, what you can do is you can bring this in here, yeah, but then the one you bring in, you're going to turn and bring out, and then you can kind of go into like this, which is kind of like, you know, it's just different kind of ones going over in front of the other, but it kind of looks really cool to the camera. Some other things you can do from here, you can go down and then up, and that gives you kind of like a Z sort of pattern, and you can connect it here and go in, turn it around, connect them here, whoosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of cool different patterns that you can make, even from like a one stick. I like this move. It's a juggling move.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do that from the side. So I'm here. I'm switching sticks. I'm bringing it out. So I'm switching it out and then bringing it in. Switching it out and bringing it in. So as you can see, I'm pushing it out, switching it, and bringing it in. Yes, exactly that.
Yeah, I was practicing that a little too. I used to do this, but I don't know how it's called. It's that you go inside, and then you go all the way around.
That's the contortionist.
When I go outside, I was doing this always.
Nice. That is sick. I like that. That move you were doing at the beginning's the contortionist. It kind of goes here. You can do it from all sorts of patterns. So you can do it from here.
Yeah, from here you can also go.
Yeah. You can do it from here.
Yeah, and then you can always do the stick.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much things like that you can do, even with singles and doubles. But this move, you should be able to do it with this. But I'm not 100% certain on where I'm meant to be going here, because my coordination generally is shit because I've got ADHD in it, and I'm autistic as well. So my coordination isn't the best. So this. Yeah, it's a really confusing sort of thing, because I'm used to doing it where it's attached by a rope.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know how to start either.
Oh, hang on. So if you kind of start here, you kind of push forward like this, and then you kind of go here and bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to keep it very close to the body.
And plane's very straight as well. I mean, this looks very wonky.
Yeah, exactly. But it's there. But it's, yeah, you have to be flexible everywhere here in your shoulders too to keep this one straight. Because when you do it with one, it's easier because you are holding it at the end and not in the middle.
Yeah,
So you
definitely.
have, and now it's just bigger, you need more space because you're in the middle and it's twice as big, you know.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very slick move. I'd kind of imagine like I showed you before with like your stall chasers, isn't it? When you're like this, I'd imagine you'd need to stay kind of on the top with your tips. Hang on. I'm running out of time on this group, apparently. We've removed the 40-minute time limit on your group. Hang on, you're running out of time. We've removed. Hopefully this stays on then. I've just had a message from Zoom saying a gift from Zoom. We're running out of time. We've removed the 40-minute time limit. Fuck yeah. Hopefully this carries on.
Yeah, exactly. And else we just can create other rooms, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm. Have you got your reverse weave? I mean, that shit took me over a fucking year of doubles learning
But
that.
this one,
Yeah, kind of like here. Like you can kind of change it just by stalling.
oh yeah,
Well, like it's kind of here. Reverse, standard, reverse, standard.
yeah, yeah. I've already got these ones down normally.
How do you do do you know how to do the windmill? It's where you take this over your head here. I'm not very good. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So which hand of yours is going forward first? So like you go into your free beat here. Which one goes over your head first? Which one of my hands, the top or the bottom?
My left hand goes up first.
So it's the left hand and then over.
Oh no, but I go in the normal 3-beat, and then I act like I go into the reverse, but I don't.
That's confusing. I'll have to work on that one.
So I'm in the 3-beat, and I want to go to the reverse, but instead of pulling it to the other side, I pull it over my head. And then the other one follows. Yeah. So I go 3-beat, and then I go over and back in the 3-beat. Yeah.
Like this.
Like that there.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Do you know how to do that move there from here and then over? Because that is pretty confusing. Like, because I can't remember the name of it. I know it's a poi move. It's kind of where you do the weave here in front of your head. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. I go into a reverse 3-beat then. And then when I'm at the right, my left hand goes over. And then you can just keep it here also.
Yeah, that thing's confusing.
So how should I explain it? First you take one arm, of course, and then you just make like an 8-beat over your head. So you go in the back, in the front of your head. In front of your head, in the back of your head. In the front, in the back. In the front, in the back. Yeah. Yeah, like that. And then you take the other one, and it's like the same thing. So also a 3-beat in the front, in the back, in the front, in the back. And then you just do them together. Like you're doing a normal 3-beat weave, but on top of your head.
That ain't working for me. See, I've got some holes in my game, but ordinarily, I'm still pretty new into nunchucks, innit? I'm only on my 3rd year, so I'll get there. I see. I like that move because you can put it with your. I've seen Drax. Do you follow Drax back to Poi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he does it. He goes to your freebie, and then he goes into like that kind of corkscrew thing around the head, where it is weaves. But then he comes back over here, and it's literally just a massive circle of weaves.
Yeah. I think maybe I can explain it. Can you go from your 3-beat to your reverse?
Yes.
And then from your reverse, you go over the top to the 3-beat. Can you do that? Yeah. And now instead of going all the way over, you just stop above your head, but you keep the 3-beat going.
My God. Yes,
Then over.
hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, have some cup of tea. Right, so here, which hand goes first? So, like, because I do my freebie, and then I'm kind of ending my freebie with my right hand on the top.
Yeah.
So freebie here, my hand's on the top. Where do I go from here?
Now your right, but I don't know if it's your right hand. Your main hand.
This here is my right hand.
That's your right hand. Okay, it's the same for me. Yeah. Okay, so if you're doing your 3-beat here on the right, and you go down to the reverse, then from here, my right arm goes first above, the left hand follows, and then when I drop here, my right arm goes back into the 3-beat. And now, yeah, like that. And now when you go on top here, instead of going back down into the 3-beat, your right arm goes here on top, and it stays here doing the 3-beat. With your head in between.
Yeah, that's one that's definitely gonna need a lot of work. But like, see, but before learning this, I was kind of going over here like this. So like my left hand goes over. That's why I think I couldn't get, because I was going over like this, or almost like with one chuck, you go over like this. You see where it goes on your back, and you push it through on the other side. Yeah, what was I saying? I can't even remember. I just lost my train of thought. Hang on. Yeah, so well, I was kind of bringing it over here, which I think that was one of the reasons why I could not get the get this sort of thing. It's going to need a lot of work, because like I'm not really used to doing over the head moves, apart from like, you know what I mean, just stuff like this. I mean, where you're moving around and it naturally goes over. But yeah, that needs a lot of work.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to remember it, but it's counterintuitive because you're used to doing your 3-beat here, but it's exactly the same. It's your 3-beat with your head in the middle of the 3-beat. So now I will put my knee there, and my knee is the head. That's just on top of your head.
Yeah, I've hit myself in the knee. Good job I got phones. Yeah. Yeah, that's getting a bloody balance here. Yeah. Butterflies. How are you with your butterflies? You know, like your double ones here. Have you tried popping it off and says the one to know it? Get it?
No, I
Yeah.
haven't tried that yet.
Under and bounce on your foot. Yeah.
No, I haven't tried that.
Yeah. What you can do also is when you come over here, you can pass it over with the one-handed. See, so there's two different ways of doing that I found. But you can do it on both sides. But like how you actually get this off? Look, I go for this leg bounce over here. I'm trying to get it a little bit lower. So kind of go over here, but just see there where I'm taking this hand. Boom. See? See this bounce over here? Then you can bring it back underneath the leg. There's also this which I like. It's a butterfly bounce. So it involves the one-handed. But when they cross on the top, you're going to rip them, and then this stick here is going to bounce on your leg, and that will enable you to go into this. So here, whoosh. So this essentially is just a gunslinger where you've kind of got the rope, and you know how you go into this here from the rope. Yeah.
I'm not
Now
too
I want
good
you
in
to do it
that,
on
but
this side here now, and this automatically becomes a gunslinger. You can pass this around your body, but that's not what I practice. Yeah, you can pass it much like you can in this motion with your mega pin wheel, but you just do it with this. I'm not. I have been practicing it, but as I say, it's not very clean.
no, it's almost the same feeling as with the tree section.
Yeah, but like that move, that's what you put right at the end. So if you go into your butterfly here, as they cross on the top, you're going to bring this down, and you can see it as it bounces on the underneath of my leg. Do you see? And it kind of stops the butterfly. But you're going to use that stop as a redirect to go into this, to the one-handed butterfly. Lift your leg up, bring it down, and it just bounces literally here. And then you can switch it over here into this. So like when they're crossing on the top here, look, see there, cross on the top. As soon as they cross on the top, you're going to bring it down, and that will automatically allow it to bounce underneath your leg here.
Oh,
see?
yes, I saw.
It's a very sweet bounce. It feels nice. I like it.
Yeah, that's weird. And then you're in the gunslinger, yes. Yeah, that's very nice too.
Have you tried the butterfly back catch? Which is that?
No.
So essentially, what I'm doing is I'm going to throw this up, but I'm just going to try to get them to cross, but I'm going to use my whole hand and turn my hand out, and that will cause that. If you look, so I'm coming from inside, coming here, whoosh. Do you see that motion there? So I come from here. Do you see? Whoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm going to turn my hand out, and that's so you go from here, turn your hand out, and that's going to cause them to like kind of like dance in the air. Well, when they're dancing in the air, perfect time to turn back. Your camera's changed.
Yeah, I think my battery is dead. Yeah, wait, I have to charge my battery.
That's fine, man. Should we do this again?
Yeah, sure, it was nice. We already talked about a lot of things, but yeah, we should do this again, definitely.
Yeah, it was good. Like I enjoyed this. It was I learned quite a bit as well. Like so,
Yeah.
if we call this day, and like maybe next week or something like that, we can get this done again.
Yeah, sure. Normally I have.
Work on that weave.
Yeah, and I'll work on the stalls, and we did other things too. What did we do? We did the stalls. We did the butterfly thing in the end.
Yeah, we got this. We got Right, so we've gone over. I can't even remember now. There's so much. Right. So we've got stall chaser.
Downward stalls, stall chasers, yes.
Yeah. We've got our stall chaser anti-spin.
Stall chaser, anti-spin.
We've gone over this, which I showed you at the end, and we've gone over this, I believe.
Yeah, the butterfly bounce and the anti-spin.
Oh yeah, and the anti-spin behind the head.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, so I'm gonna let you go now.
Yes.
I'm gonna get on with some housework and shit like that. Like, it's been
Yeah.
amazing speaking to you, man. And yeah, we'll do this again. Like, stay in touch, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. We'll see
Awesome.
you again.
See you again, bro. Stay
See
safe.
you. You too.
Bye.